Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Aman from Plus 2 department and welcome back to Green Valley Digital Classes. I am here to start the first chapter of your syllabus, that is Introduction to Business. And in continuation to the previous lecture where we understood the whole length and breadth of our syllabus, and today with this lecture we will mark the beginning of our Introduction to Business and understanding the basic concepts of our business. So when we say simply Introduction to Business, first we need to understand what is business. So when we say business, it simply refers to, if we say or explain it layman terms, it means being busy. So that is the layman or the simple explanation to this very definition. So being busy, but it doesn't explain anything what is being busy, in what we are busy in. So if we say a simple example, we are busy. I am reading a book, or I am playing cricket. So in both the situations, I am busy. But is it a business? I don't know. So what makes being busy a business? It means it has to have some specific characteristic. And when we say being busy, now we have to just explain it further, that when I am being busy in some economic activity, that is what we will explain, and that will explain what business is. So when we say economic activity, so we are busy in economic activity. But the question again is, reading a book or playing cricket, aren't these activities? Yes, they are. But are they economic activities? That is more important to understand. So yes, both are activities, but what kind of activities they are? Supposedly, if I am reading a book and I am reading this book in a classroom to my students in university or in a college or in a school, and this book reading gives me my salary. I am reading this book to my students and it has earned me a salary. While as I am playing cricket with my friends and that is my hobby. So in two activities, reading a book, it's an activity. Playing cricket, that is also an activity. But it has given us two different benefits. As far as reading the book, the benefit it has given me is salary. And as far as playing cricket is concerned with my friends, it has given me peace of mind. It has given me happiness, and so on and so forth. So benefits are totally different. So if you see, in first activity of reading a book, the benefit is monetary. While as in playing cricket, it is non-monetary. So now our understanding of activities should be diverse. So activities can be of two types. One which gives me monetary benefit and one which gives me non-monetary benefit. So when I am reading a book in a classroom to my students and at the end of the month I get my salary, it's a monetary benefit which I am getting. So reading a book is giving me benefit of monetary activity. And then playing cricket is giving me non-monetary benefit. So now activities are differentiated based on the benefit that it gives us. One gives us monetary benefit, one gives us non-monetary benefit. As far as the activity which gives us monetary benefit, we will call this activity as economic activity. So remember, my dear students, that any activity, here it was reading a book, it has given me some monetary benefit, this shall be termed as economic activity. And as far as this activity, playing cricket with my friends, it has given me non-monetary benefit, it shall be termed as non-economic activity. So from now onwards, the distinction should be absolutely clear in our mind that activities can be of two types, either economic, either non-economic. If it is an economic activity, it will give me monetary benefit. If it is non-economic activity, it will give me non-monetary benefit. Now, if we go back, we said business is about being busy in economic activity. So we can say that in business, we are getting some monetary benefit because business is an economic activity and economic activity is related to monetary benefit. So business is being busy. Now in what activity? We have specified this activity that this activity is an economic activity and it will provide us monetary benefit. So whoever is performing any activity in which he or she is busy, if they are earning monetary benefit, they are doing it with the purpose of monetary benefit. They are doing it for the purpose of earning the monetary benefit, then that activity shall be termed as business. So now we have understood that yes, business is an economic activity. Now we have to further understand what kind of economic activity business is involved in. So if we say that economic activity, there are three types of economic activities. One, production. Second, distribution. And third, trading. Now, it has given us the even more understanding of economic activity. So if economic activity is any activity for earning monetary benefit, so business involves economic activity which provides me some kind of monetary benefit. Now we have to see what kind of economic activities is business involved in. It can be production, distribution, or trading. So all these three activities shall provide me monetary benefit. And when we say monetary benefit, that monetary benefit is in the form of profit. That from now onwards should be absolutely embedded in your mind, that when we talk of business as an economic activity, that will give us some monetary benefit. That monetary benefit is in the form of profit. And now we understand that economic activity is production, distribution, or trading. Now if we further add this point to our definition, understanding of business. So we can say business is economic activity, or business involves economic activity of production, distribution, trading to earn some monetary benefit in the form of profit. So from this point to this point, our definition is getting more diverse. We are understanding other parts of this definition. So again, I will repeat that business is an economic activity, or it involves economic activity of production, distribution, and trading to earn some monetary benefit in the form of profit. Now, if it involves these three activities, we must know what these three activities are. So when we say production, when we say distribution and trading, all these three activities are rightfully an economic activity, and all of them are done so that we may earn some monetary benefit, and they are economic activities. So as far as these three are considered, first take production. If we take production, simply, normally what we define production as to produce, but that is just the layman terminology of defining this very activity. So production, and just go by the logic. If all the three are economic activities, that means production is also an activity, distribution is also an activity, and trading is also an activity, if we go by the logic of it. So if all of them are economic activities, it most certainly says that production is also an activity, distribution is also an activity, and trading is also an activity. So when we say production, in production simply, it's an activity of converting raw material into finished products. Simple. Or you can say it is the transformation of raw material into finished products. It is the conversion of raw material into finished products. So any activity wherein raw material is converted into finished product. You can take any example around you. Finished product. From your butter, from your bread, from your chocolates, from your juices, from your apparels, from your electronic items. These are all finished products. And these finished products are manufactured or converted using some raw material. So if you see, you have your noodles that we like to eat. Noodles are created from flour. So flour becomes the raw material, and then other things are added, butter or something, then it becomes noodles. Same way, if we take some electronic item, a mobile phone, a simple watch, a computer system, they are all finished products, but they are converted using raw material. So when raw material is converted into finished product, that process is called as production. So a farmer is a producer. A small manufacturer manufacturing small simple things like soaps or detergents, he is a manufacturer. You have big manufacturing units who are manufacturing automobiles, who are producing motorcycles, who are producing big machinery. They are also producers. So producer has one activity of converting raw material into finished product. And if production is an economic activity, then rightfully so, its purpose will be to earn profit. So why farmer produces rice? Why farmer produces food grains? Why farmer produces all these products? It is because to earn profit. Why any manufacturer produces any product? Be it laptop computers, be it mobile phones, be it your edibles, be it your apparels, all these products are manufactured, produced, so that we will earn some monetary benefit. So production from now onwards, we will remember, is conversion of raw material into finished product, or we can say it's an activity of transforming raw material into finished product. Then second activity is distribution. Again, distribution is another type of economic activity that we can engage in. So distribution again is an activity of taking the product from point of production to point of consumption. Simple as that. So it's also an activity of taking the product from point of production where it was created to point of consumption where it is to be consumed. A simple example will suffice. If we here in Kashmir eat rice, we consume rice on daily basis. But this rice is produced in Punjab. It's produced in Haryana. So how come something which is produced in Haryana or Punjab, that is its point of production? So when this rice produced by farmers in their respective state of Haryana and Punjab, we in Srinagar are able to consume it. It is through the process of distribution. So they have produced it, but how does it reach our place in Kashmir where we consume it? It is through the process of distribution. So when the product is taken from point of production and then provided to point of consumption where it is required, where it is to be consumed. Now tell me, if something is produced but it is not distributed, there will be no consumption. It is simple to understand. So something has been produced, but it is not distributed to our place where we want to consume it. We will not be able to consume it because it will not be available to us at that moment, at that place. So production is converting raw material into finished product, while as distribution is taking the product from point of production to point of consumption. That is what we call as distribution. Again, the purpose of distribution shall be to earn profit because it's an economic activity. Then we come to, this was the second economic activity. Then we come to third economic activity, that is trading. Trading again, an economic activity. Production is an activity, distribution is an activity. Now trading also is an activity of exchange of goods with the customers. Simple as that. So trading is activity of exchanging the goods with the customers, with the consumers, so that they will consume it. Now, if rice is produced by the producer, it is distributed to the point of consumption where the consumer is, but this activity facilitates the exchange of goods. Now, if we have produced any product, we have distributed the product to place where it has to be consumed, but we didn't exchange it with the consumer. The consumer will not be able to purchase it, consumer will not be able to consume it, and what for then the product was produced. So, production, distribution and trading, they are part of the simple chain mechanism which allows consumers to use the product. So now if we apply the simple principle of eliminating one of the activity, if production is not done, like this particular marker we have, imagine the producer did not produce it. If it is not produced, how come I will be able to use it? It will neither be distributed nor it will be traded. So production is a must. Okay, production has finished. Some producer produced this marker. Now, it is not distributed. It is there in the warehouses, storage rooms of the producer. He produced it and he is storing it in his storage room. Will this be exchanged with the consumers? No. Will they be able to use it? No. Then what was the purpose of producing this very product if you are not giving it to the consumers? So, production is important to produce this. Distribution is important so that we can take it where it is required. Then now come to third. If we have taken this product to the point of consumption, but we say we are not going to exchange it with consumers, we will keep it there only. We will keep it with the shopkeepers. Shopkeepers will not exchange it with consumers. Imagine a situation when you go to a shopkeeper and you ask him, "Sir, may I have a butter?" He will say, "No, I have it, but I will not give it to you." Will I be able to consume it? No. Will I be able to exchange it? No. So if I am not exchanging it, then what for it was distributed and then what for it was produced? the purpose is lost. So production is important, distribution is important, and trading is also important, so that we may earn some monetary benefit. Now, if we go back, that business is an economic activity of production, distribution, and trading to earn some monetary benefit. But the question is, how many activities should be there? Should there be all the three? Should there be two? Should there be one? If you say, it has to be minimum one. So a business has to be involved in one economic activity. It can either be production, it can either be distribution, or it can either be trading. Any of three. Or if business has resources, it can also take up two activities or all the three activities. I can give you a simple example of each and every one of them. A farmer, he only produces, doesn't exchange it with the consumers, doesn't distribute it. So his economic activity is limited to only production of the food grains, nothing else more than that. Then he produces, he earns his monetary benefit, that's it. He neither distributes it nor trades it. So his activity is only one. Then you have here plenty of distributors, plenty of stockists who neither produce nor trade, they only distribute. Take the product from the producer and provide it to the shopkeepers, retailers, who later then will exchange the product. So neither distributor is producing nor they are exchanging it. So their only work is, activity is, take the product from the producer and give it to retailers. And they are doing it for earning monetary benefit. Then we have three, trading. You have in your locality simple smaller shopkeepers. In your locality you go outside to other places, you see those big shops. They neither produce, they are neither distributing, they are only trading, exchanging the goods with consumers so that that can be exchanged and consumers will use the product. So that retailer, you have all the retailers in your locality, they are trading it. They are neither distributing nor producing. So they are only trading. So all these three have only single activity. Now, if any business or any business example we have where there are two activities. Our local business here, Khyber, which is manufacturing dairy products. It has production as well as distribution activity. Both activities it is performing, but trading it is not performing. So it produces, then the product is distributed through their transportation network, and then it reaches to your local shopkeepers from where we exchange the product. So Khyber is a simple example of having two economic activities. So do we have an example where all the three activities are done by any business? There the name comes in mind, that is Dell, which is manufacturing laptop computers. So Dell is a good example of a business having all the three economic activities. It manufactures electronic items, computers, laptops. It distributes them through their network, and it trades them by opening their own retailing stores across countries and directly exchanging it with the consumers. So I gave an example of businesses having only one activity of production or distribution or trading, one example of two activities, and one example of all the three economic activities that a business might possess. And why they are doing it? Again, to earn profit, that is the monetary benefit. So if a business is performing one activity of production, distribution or trading, the objective will remain the same, that is to earn the profit. But the thing is, if we are producing the product, we are distributing the product, and we are trading the product, why? Why these three activities are undertaken? Somebody is producing, somebody is distributing, somebody is trading goods or services. But why? The answer lies that if we are taking these three activities of production, distribution and trading It is because we have some goal. Yes, we are taking care of these activities to earn some benefit, monetary benefit, to earn profit. But why would anybody produce something? Why would they distribute it? And most importantly, why will they trade it? Because they want to satisfy customer need. So this becomes the center point of why these activities are taken care of. Why somebody produces, why somebody distributes, and why somebody trades the product. Why farmer is producing food grains, why Dell is producing laptop computers, why Sony and Xiaomi are producing electronic items, why Apple is producing mobile phones, MacBooks, why Cadbury and Unilever and all these companies are producing edible items. Because they want to satisfy the customer need. So the perspective has changed now. I produce to satisfy the customer need. I distribute to satisfy the customer need, and I trade to satisfy the customer need, because it is the need of the customer. When I will be able to satisfy, the consumer will purchase the product and I will earn my required profits. So there is no case wherein customer needs will not be fulfilled and I will earn my profit. Now, again I will come back to the simple example of producing this marker. This marker is produced knowing that this will be used by students, by teachers, by engineers in schools, colleges, offices. Using this whiteboard, they have to write something. So the need for me is to write. So somebody came up with this product. Okay, we will produce this marker. We will produce this whiteboard so that it will satisfy the need of recording something. Now, we may ask, so there were pens also, there are copies also, but we cannot rub them off easily. Here I can write something and rub it off easily and write it again. Low maintenance, low cost, just you have to refill it with ink. So somebody, when produced this product, they had one thing in mind. What is the need of the customer? The need was for the students, for teachers, for academics, for engineers to use this marker, to have something which they can write with and they can rub it off easily. So the marker was created. The board was created. And likewise, if you see the products with which we are surrounded from the time we wake up till the time we go to sleep, the products that we use, you use your washroom, there are geysers, there is washing machine, there are faucets, they are all products. You have breakfast, you have cereals, you have noodles, you have chips, you have chocolates, you have milk, there are products. You put on your clothes, apparels, they are products. You hop on your motorcycle, you drive a scooty, you drive a car, that's a product. You use your laptop computers in your school and colleges, in your offices, that's a product. You come back, you are talking on a phone with your colleague, you are talking on a phone with a friend, that's a product. You are using Wi-Fi, you are using Jio or Airtel fiber, that's a service. So you see, from the day we wake up, from the time we wake up to the time we sleep, we are all surrounded by products, services that we use, and without which we will not be able to live properly, we will not be able to do our work properly. Now imagine a life where you don't have your scooty or motorcycle or a bus. Imagine a life where you don't have your cell phone. Imagine a life where you don't have a cooler at your home to drink water from. Imagine you don't have a refrigerator, you don't have washing machines. So they were all my requirements, my needs, and how these needs were satisfied when these products were produced, distributed, and traded, so that my needs are fulfilled, my needs are satisfied. So one dimension has again added to our definition. If we take this definition further, that business involves economic activity of production, distribution, and trading, so that I will earn some monetary benefit in the form of profit, so as to satisfy the customer need. So there have been 3 to 4 parts that we saw in this definition. So the first part was, it's an economic activity. Second, what type? 3. Then why? We do it for the benefit, monetary benefit. And why do we produce, distribute? So that we may satisfy the needs of the consumers. So if you join all these 4 parts, we will get a complete definition of what business is. And in the end, if we recall what business is, it is the economic activity of production, distribution and trading, so that we will earn monetary benefit by satisfying the needs of the consumers. And this, students, is the complete and the in-depth definition of our business. And that will conclude our lecture for the day. Inshallah, in the next lecture, we will go further in understanding the features of this business, and that will clarify this concept even further. I shall take your leave. God bless you all. Stay safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.